Hare Krishna. Am I audible? Okay. Am I audible properly?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Krishna book, 10th Canto Srimad Bhagavatam by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we're reading from 37th chapter, right? Or we finished 37th chapter?
Prabhuji,
Right.
I think we finished
30,
37th, right?
yes, we are in 38th chapter and second last paragraph or
Second last.
third last paragraph when Akrura entered Vrindavan.
Second last. From where? Which way? Which like from the start? Second paragraph?
No, Prabhuji, second paragraph of 38th chapter,
Second last paragraph of 38th chapter.
yeah, page number 331 in book.
Okay. So from after
A-
Akrura was the properly from there, as stated in Brahma Samhita.
As stated, yes, as stated in Brahma Samhita.
Okay, yeah, let's start reading. As stated in Brahma Samhita. So we're in the chapter where Akrura is entering Vrindavan Dham. Okay, very beautiful chapter. Okay, let's read. Harshro, you can start reading.
Prabhupada ki jai. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, Krishna is the original personality of Godhead and the cause of all causes. Akrura could understand that Supreme Personality of Godhead had appeared personally for the welfare of its creation, to re establish the principles of religion, and to annihilate the demons. With their bodily effulgence, the brothers were dissipating all the darkness of the world, as if they were mountains of sapphire and silver. Without hesitating, Akrura immediately got down from his chariot and fell flat, just like a rod, before Krishna and Balram. Upon touching the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he became overwhelmed with transcendental bliss. His voice choked up and he could not speak. Due to his transcendental pleasure, incessant torrents of tears fell from his eyes. He remained stunned in ecstasy, as if devoid of all powers to see and speak. Lord Krishna, who is very kind to his devotees, raised Akrura with his hand and embraced him. It appeared that Lord Krishna
Praise
was
him.
embraced him. Embraced him. Sorry. It appeared that Lord Krishna was very much pleased with Akrura. Balram also embraced Akrura. Then the two lords took him by the hand and brought him to their sitting room, where they offered him a very nice sitting place and water for washing his feet. They also worshipped him with a suitable presentation of honey mixed with other ingredients. When Akrura was thus comfortably seated, Krishna and Balram offered him a cow in charity and then brought very palatable dishes, and Akrura accepted them. When Akrura finished eating, Balrama gave him betel nut and spices as well as pulp of sandalwood, just to make him more pleased and comfortable. The Vedic system of receiving a guest was completely observed by Lord Krishna himself to teach all others how to receive a guest at home. It is a Vedic injunction that even if a guest is an enemy, he should be received so well that he does not apprehend any danger from the host. If the host is a poor man, he should at least offer a straw mat as a sitting place and a glass of water to drink. Krishna and Balram welcomed Akrura in a way just befitting his exalted position.
Very important points, two, three are highlighting here and very practical. Hmm.
Yes.
One is to receive a guest, right? So even if some guest is coming to our place, hmm, what is the guest called in Sanskrit?
Atithi.
Atithi,
Hmm?
Deo,
Atithi, right?
Atithi.
Atithi. So Atithi means what? Atithi.
बिना किसी तिथि के मतलब आ सकते
हाँ,
हैं.
Correct. So guest is what? That is, he is not informing us that he is going to come. Atithi, he can come anytime, right? So if someone comes at our home anytime, then we should respect him, then we should accept him, then we should honor him, offer him a seat, offer him water, offer him sweet words, offer him prasadam. That is how it is expected. That is the Vedic culture, right? अभी तो क्या करते हैं, we call someone before going to home. Okay, Prabhuji, I am coming. Are you there? Are you there available or not? So he says, no, I'm going outside. Don't come at other time, right? Or we inform before, without informing, if we reach to someone's home, it is not, we are not very well welcomed, right? Because the guest is not ready, the host is not ready, right? He may have some other plans and all, but that is not Atithi, right? His Holiness Bhakti Ashra Vaishnav Maharaj was, I was hearing him and he was saying that guest should be, Atithi का मतलब वही है कि बताए बिना आना है, that is only Atithi. If such a guest, if you are honoring, that is the Vedic culture. It's not that you are expecting a call from someone and then you prepare your house nicely and then in front of him you should behave nicely and then जैसे थे वैसे. But you should respect and accept a guest when you don't know that somebody is going to come. That is what Atithi means. And that is the Vedic culture. So that is what how it is received. He was mentioning one more thing that पहले घर के बाहर लिखा होता था सुस्वागतम एंड वेलकम, है ना? और अभी क्या लिखा होता है? बिवेयर ऑफ डॉग्स, राइट? अभी घरों के बारे ये लिखा होता है दैट बिवेयर ऑफ डॉग्स. सो बिवेयर ऑफ डॉग्स मीन्स व्हाट? डोंट कम एट आवर प्लेस, अदरवाइज डॉग विल कैच यू बिकॉज यू आर अ स्ट्रेंजर. So from where to where we have, traveled. So that is what we have to see. So we have to go back to our Vedic roots. That even if enemy comes to our place, we should offer at least water, at least a sitting place, at least a nice words to him. Actually, three things has to be offered: sitting place, water, and garland. Right? If garland is not there, at least sweet words we should say to the Atithi. What else? There are symptoms of pure devotion also. Which are the
Yeah.
symptoms?
His voice choked up. He could not speak. He was overwhelmed.
Correct.
Tear
So
in the eye.
And why it happened? Where it happened?
when he fell down on his feet.
Upon touching Krishna's lotus feet, right? He became overwhelmed with transcendental bliss. His voice choked up. He could not speak. Incessant torrents of tears fell from his eyes. और कहाँ सुनते हैं हम ये सब qualities?
बॉलीवुड फिल्म्स में.
Bollywood films में? How?
नहीं,
नहीं बता. नहीं
अच्छा.
नहीं प्रभु, कमेंट वाज कि इस
They
तरह की
imitate that
इमोशंस,
way.
हम लोगों को जो इस तरह की इमोशंस है वो मटेरियल लाइफ में ऐसे चीजों में आती हैं, बट वी डोंट हैव ट्रांसेंडेंटल एक्सटेसी. सो
Right. But that is all fake. We understand that, right? So this is a transcendental bliss. That is Ashtavikar. और कहाँ हम सुनते हैं? Spiritually where you hear these
चैतन्य
qualities.
प्रभु जी का ऐसा होता है, राइट? जब वो मतलब जाते हैं धाम, जाते हैं ऐसे,
सेपरेशन में.
तो उनका जो मतलब था ऐसे कि ऐसा,
किसको
क्योंकि
होता है?
चैतन्य महाप्रभु को, राइट?
चैतन्य महाप्रभु को होता है. वेरी नाइस. चैतन्य महाप्रभु को होता है.
टू
दिस इज अष्टविकार.
वो फीलिंग, मतलब ऐसा भाव उनको देखना होता है ना कि एज अ डिवोटी कैसा लगता है, कि राइट, मतलब भगवान।
राइट. सो ये अष्टविकार है जो भक्ति के प्रकट होते हैं कभी कभी व्हेन ही इज टचिंग कृष्णा. सो कृष्णा इज ऑल ट्रांसेंडेंटल. सो व्हेन यू टच कृष्णा, ऑल दिस अष्टविकार कम्स, राइट? सेम हैपेंस विद गोपीज आल्सो.
Gopis, yeah.
मॉर्निंग हम लोग रोज पढ़ते हैं ना, नयनम गलदश्रुधारया, वदनम गद्गदरुद्धया गिरा, पुलकेर्निश्चितं वपु कदा, तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति. दिस इज दैट श्लोका. नयनम गलदश्रुधारया. भगवान पूछ रहे हैं, चैतन्य महाप्रभु आस्किंग कि कब ऐसा समय आएगा जब मेरी आंखों से अश्रुधारा बहेगी. नयनम गलद अश्रुधाया धारया, वदनम गदगद हृदया गिरा. वदनम, जब मेरा वॉइस कब चोक हो जाएगा. पुलकेर निश्चितम बपू कदा, मतलब वेर व्हेन माय hairs will be standing at end, when I will chant your name, when that will come, when that time will come, when this all will happen with me. ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु पूछ रहे हैं शिष्टाष्टकम प्रेयर्स में. एवरी मॉर्निंग वी आर सिंगिंग, राइट, बिफोर चैंटिंग. सो यही वो श्लोक है. तो हमें भगवान से पूछना चाहिए क्या. चैतन्य महाप्रभु इज आस्किंग, वेयर एज ही वाज हैविंग ऑल crying symptoms and all hair bodily standing and his voice was checking choking, but still he's asking, right? So at that level also he's asking that question. So ये अष्टलक्षण है प्योर डिवोटीज के. when they are coming in contact with Krishna, they experience this ashtavikar. Okay, let us read more. Ashish Prabhu, you'll read.
Yes, Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After Akrura was thus properly received and seated, Nand Maharaj, the foster father of Krishna, said, "My dear Akrura, what shall I inquire from you? I know that you are being protected by Kamsa, who is most cruel and demonic. His protection is just like the slaughterhouse keeper's protection of animals. He will
Mm.
kill in the future. Kamsa is so selfish that he has killed the sons of his own sister. So, how can I honestly believe that he is protecting the citizens of Mathura? This statement is most significant if the political or executive heads of the states are simply interested in themselves. They can never look after the welfare of the citizens. As Nand Maharaj spoke to Akrura with pleasing words, Akrura forgot all the fatigue of his day's journey from Mathura to Vrindavan. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 38th chapter of Krishna Akrura arrival in Vrindavan.
So Prabhupada ki jai. So this is a very nice analogy, na? Slaughterhouse wala. Slaughterhouse owner is also protecting animals, but then eventually he is going to kill them. So that is the protection of Kamsa for Akrura. Okay, let's start the next chapter. Akrura's return journey and his vision of Vishnu Loka within the Yamuna river. So he's going to see Vishnu Loka in the Yamuna river. So we'll also see with eyes of Akrura. Okay, Pradeep Prabhu, you'll read.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chapter 39 Akrura's return and his vision of Vishnu Loka within the Yamuna river. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Akrura was warmly received by Lord Krishna and Nand Maharaj and offered a resting place for the night. In the meantime, the two brothers Balrama and Krishna went to take their supper. Akrura sat on his bed and began to reflect that all the desires that all the desires he had contemplated while coming from Mathura to Vrindavan had been fulfilled. Lord Krishna is the husband of the goddess of fortune. Being pleased with his pure devotee, he can offer whatever the devotee desires. But the pure devotee does not ask anything from the Lord for his personal benefit. After
Yeah.
taking their supper, Krishna and Balarama came to bid good night to Akrura and asked him how Kamsa was dealing with their friends and relatives. Krishna then inquired into Kamsa's plans. The Supreme Personality of Godhead then informed Akrura that his presence was very welcome. He inquired from him whether all his relatives and friends were well and free from all kinds of ailments. Krishna stated that he was very sorry that his maternal uncle Kamsa was the head of the kingdom. He said that Kamsa was the greatest anomaly in the whole system of government and they could not expect any welfare for the citizens while he ruled. Then Krishna said, "My father has undergone much tribulation simply from being his son. For this reason also he has lost many other sons. I think myself so unfortunate that you have come as my I think myself so fortunate that you have come as my friend and relative. My dear Akrura, please tell me the purpose of your coming to Vrindavan."
Hmm. Hare Krishna. Hmm. So here he's asking purpose. He knows, but still he's asking. One important point is that the pure devotee does not ask anything from the Lord for his personal benefit, right? Even if he is husband of goddess of fortune, so he can ask, he can give anything to us, right? But still a pure devotee is not asking anything. Any example from the Shastras?
Dhruv Maharaj.
To Maharaj,
Dhruv Maharaj, very nice. Dhruv Maharaj started with what?
kingdom. He
That
wants father's
With the
kingdom.
desire of having a kingdom, right? The desire of having a kingdom greater than his great grandfather, right? Even greater than Brahmaji. But when Krishna was appearing in front of him, what did he ask? What was his mood?
he forgot everything and like all the
Yeah,
desire he forgot, right?
correct. He was always there as if it was satisfied. He was thinking that I am just asking some glasses of, some broken pieces of glass from Krishna. right? That's what he was thinking. But still he got the kingdom, right? Dhruva Loka we know, right? So still he got the kingdom. But he was not having any desire. So that is what happens when you are worshipping Krishna. Even if you start worshipping Krishna with some desire in your mind, eventually the desire, you will not have any desire to ask, right? Krishna will have that, take the propensity of asking desires only. But he will still fulfill that desire. But you will not have that desire enough with you that you want to enjoy for yourself. Even if you
So,
get that thing which you are asking for, you will use it for Krishna. That transformation he will do. That is not happening with the Devi Devtas, with the demigods. That is the difference.
Prabhuji,
Okay.
Arjun can be one of the example.
Hmm?
Arjuna can also be one of the example. Like earlier, he started with he had the desire of a kingdom, right?
Hmm.
And then Krishna gave him all the, let's say, gyan of Bhagavad Gita, and then he said like like whatever you say I will do. I mean, because he completely surrendered as a devotee to the Lord, right?
Yes.
And then at the end he wins, and he got everything.
Yeah. Correct. That can be also an example because Krishna is telling him that you don't think that you are fighting for yourself. ये अपने लिए युद्ध नहीं कर रहे हो. This is for me what you are doing. So understand that you are not doing this for you and you are not the cause. So you will enjoy or you will suffer. It is all because of me. Whatever I am telling you, do that. Very nice. Okay. Sudhindra Prabhu, you will read continue next paragraph. You're on mute. Sudhindra Prabhu, you can read next.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. After this inquiry, Akrura, who belonged to the dynasty of Yadu, explained the recent events in Mathura, including Kamsa's attempt to kill Vasudeva, the father of Krishna. He related the things which had happened after the disclosure by Narada that Krishna was the son of Vasudeva, hidden by Vasudeva in the house of Nanda Maharaja. Akrura narrated all the stories regarding Kamsa. He told how Narada had met Kamsa and how he himself was deputed by Kamsa to come to Vrindavana. Akrura explained to Krishna that Narada had told Kamsa all about Krishna's being transferred from Mathura to Vrindavana just after his birth and about his killing of all the demons sent by Kamsa. Akrura then explained to Krishna the purpose of his coming to Vrindavana to take him back to Mathura. After hearing of these arrangements, Balarama and Krishna, who are very expert in killing opponents, mildly laughed at the plans of Kamsa. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So you notice one point here. So Akrura is telling that to Krishna that Narada Muni he is a spoiler. He told everything to Kamsa that what all has happened, right? How you are brought back to Vrindavan from Mathura and now where are you and all the whatever is their secret so far is already being told by Narad Muni to Kamsa. So he is not saying that okay यार मेरा plan चौपट कर दिया and why Narad Muni is telling to Kamsa all these things. I have been hiding here for 11 years in Vrindavan. So he is not getting angry on Narad Muni. What he is doing?
Mildly laughed.
He's mildly smiling, he's mildly laughing about the plans of Kamsa. So, we should not, I mean, uh, this Krishna's nature, he reciprocates this way. Even he smiled when Kunti Maharani ka jab hum prayers padhenge Bhagavatam mein, Kunti Maharani is singing so many nice prayers to Krishna. And in return, how he's reciprocating? He's hearing all the prayers. When he was going from Mathura to Dwarka back, so Kunti Maharani सब prayers करने लगे. Right? And she's telling nice prayers to Krishna. We'll read in Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. And in the reciprocation, what Krishna did?
He smiled.
He smiled, right? He just smiled in the reciprocation. So Krishna smiling is also a reciprocation that he is pleased with all the prayers, right? So the devotees, just to get one glimpse of the smile of Krishna, they are writing so many prayers, they are doing so much service and other things, right? This is what we have to understand. So he was not angry on Narad Muni. पूरा प्लान चौपट कर दिया सब बता दिया but he just smiled and
I
mildly laughed at the plans of Krishna.
can
And
understand, and it was his plan only. It was
yeah,
all of his
correct.
Leela. Muni was just doing
Right.
what he wanted him to do.
बिकॉज नारद मुनि तो पता है ना, आई मीन ही टोल्ड कृष्णा ऑल्सो बाकी की उसकी सारी लीलाएं आगे क्या क्या करने वाले हैं, राइट? वी व्हेन ही मेट नारद, व्हेन ही मेट कृष्णा, he was telling him also that what are you going to do, I can see everything.
So Narad Muni
So
was playing. He was playing a role of catalyst, I would say, in the whole.
yes, yeah, that's correct. Because all these devotees of the Lord are supporting the Lord in the Leela, right? So you have to understand that ये सारे जो devotee, even Duryodhan, right? Duryodhan, Dhritarashtra, all the evil parts also, they are also part of the Leela, right? They are also part of the Krishna's supporting plan to do one purpose. So all which are there, जो भी भगवान के साथ हैं, they are all part of the Leela and they are all supporting the Leela. So that is what our mood also should be there, that we also support Krishna's mission, right? So supporting Krishna's mission is what? What is Krishna's mission?
To
क्या है
bring
भगवान का
us
मिशन क्या है?
to bring us to bring us back to
Establish and spread holy.
Exactly, to bring us back home, back to Godhead. That is Krishna's mission, right? That everybody should come back, right? To establish dharma and to so that everybody comes back. So how we can support in that Krishna's mission?
By preaching,
preaching.
Spreading his
By
preaching
first we
holy.
should make ourselves qualified so that we go back,
Mm.
right? First we should make us qualified so that we have the qualities to go back, right? And then we also preach others so that they also go back, because that is Krishna's mission. कि सब लोग आ जाओ वापस मेरे पास, तो सब लोगों में हम भी है ना, right? So we also have to qualify, we also have to acquire that qualities or imbibe that qualities so that we also make us qualified to reach to Golok Vrindavan, and then we help others also doing the same thing in a very non-envious mode, right? Adveshta sarvabhutanam, right? So we in a non-envious mode we help others also to reach. That is Krishna's mission. तो अगर हम लोग कृष्णा के मिशन में अगर पार्ट ले रहे हैं एंड देन वी आर हेल्पिंग कृष्णा, देन वी आर आल्सो पार्ट ऑफ हिज लीला, करेक्ट ना? So that should be our mood always. Okay, so we'll stop here. It is 9. Uh, any quick question? Okay, so we will stop here. No question. And see you all tomorrow morning for chanting session. Those who are not joining, try to join. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.